How you feeling, Heath?
Itchy, okay? Don't start with me. It's just the back of my eyes itch right now, and my neck, and my throat.
Okay.
Don't
Yuck! Stop.
And that's only because since we've come over, that's all Zane and I have been talking about. Do you think we're like playing into your paranoia?
I'm laughing, and I'm not joking about the situation. I'm just trying to make light of it, and I do that with humor.
Yes, no,
And
as do I. And we're having a good laugh here.
Right? We're having fun. We're talking about coronavirus here, people. If you're not following along,
Yeah, for the folks listening, we're recording this on Wednesday, of the last week.
This is the day Tom Hanks just came out.
Not as gay, but as a way too early. Okay,
Come on,
guys, look.
It's good. It's good. We're laughing. Good, Zane. Keep going. Well, first of all, let's start off. Welcome back.
We're gonna dive very deep into this situation, guys, and everything we say, just take it with a grain of salt because we are again uneducated about everything in life. So,
and that's on Coffee Talk, baby.
and that's not unfiltered. Cheers. It's Coffee Talk, baby.
Welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in as always.
I'm Heath.
And I'm Zane.
I'm Matt.
Welcome back.
And
We're
I'm
glad that
Mariah.
you guys are still here with us. Oh, that's Matt and Mariah, by the way. If you guys don't know, they're also part of our show.
Matt is one of our best friends, and then Mariah is my girlfriend.
Baby, I'm your fucking best friend, and that's it.
Right. I was trying to be nice, okay? He was looking at me. What do you want me to do?
No, I get it. You gotta make his heart like warm. You gotta make him feel good. Okay.
I mean, Matt got me all jazzed up.
Well, the thing is, I'm not jazzed.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Matt looked real scared. He was in his bed today, and he's like, Zane, this doesn't put me in a good mood. I feel very just dark. I feel like we're heading to a bad place right now.
Shane, your hands are shaking.
My hands are, you already know this. My hands always shake. Guys, I don't know what I have, but what is it called when you just shake all the time?
Tremors.
But not like, it's not very bad. It's very light. You'd have to really stare at me and like.
It's called,
Tremors.
alcoholism.
No, it's not that. It's actually called.
What are you drinking, Zane?
I'm drinking.
Under the
I got it. Hold on. Whose idea was it to drink today?
Mine.
Again?
It was mine.
And who else is Heath?
Yeah.
Heath and Mariah both said,
was-
"Yo, let's drink today."
It was my idea. Heath popped the bottle, and the other two were like, "Nah, I'm good." We were instigators.
Don't put me out like that.
all right, baby,
Bitch, there's Corona going around. We can't be fucking around like that today.
No, but we should talk about it real quick. Obviously, it's getting more and more serious, and
Very serious.
more cases have been
as the
coming out.
listeners know, today was the day Tom Hanks was tested positive for it. They just canceled the NBA. Trump just did the mandate on no flights from Europe to the
They're
United
just
States.
They're just shutting down a lot of shit. And in the beginning, I did not think it was that serious. Serious in the beginning. I thought it was kind of like the flu, and it was like, okay, yeah, it's a new virus. People are getting a little sick,
Right.
but now that all this is happening, it's like, okay, is this as serious as we think it is, or is it?
It was the first moment where I'm not an anxious health person. Like, I don't get paranoid about germs or anything like that. But it was like the first day where all I could do was just grab a pillow and just hold myself in my bed because I was so overwhelmed with the fear. Not knowing it, my fear is not that I will get it. It's not that I'm going to die. It's
the
just
unknown.
the world.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
right.
the world
That's what I
right
was
now.
saying,
And
too.
I feel so bad, yet so thankful for the people who are working active day in and day out trying to solve this problem.
Yeah.
And my heart goes out to those people. The people are taking care of those patients.
Yeah.
That is wow. And I wish I could do something, but I just I don't know. It's so overwhelming because the bigger the picture gets, you're like,
Yeah.
What's really scary is I think I even talked about this on one of the podcasts previously, that we were like, I want a world chaos, some sort of apocalyptic.
Oh yeah, we're all bored.
experience.
Let something crazy to
Oh,
happen.
we were like,
because
let's spice it
And we
up.
were
Let's
we
spice
need
it up.
something to change it up, shake the world up, and now we have it, and we're like,
not what I planned on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
But it's
And
history.
it just sucks that we don't have all the information on it. Like Matt was saying, what are the people in the boardroom saying? What's going on? Is it fucking serious, or is it? It's like, please, like, let us know. And I know I've seen movies. I've seen, like, they don't want to release information to the public because they don't know yet. They don't know for certain.
That's the biggest
But
thing.
some people know. Some people know. People know. They just don't want to say anything.
Where's the room where it's all going down? Where they're like, it's the team and they're all working on the vaccine.
And then the one guy figures it out, and he has the fucking secret formula.
What is it, Willy
And then he
Wonka?
drops the vial, and it's like, no.
Oh my god.
But like,
Oh my gosh. My mom has a friend right now who went to Italy and she's stuck there. She's got to stay there.
Oh, she's right now.
yeah,
She's in Italy.
she has to stay.
Oh
she's
my
not allowed to fly.
That's
but,
awful.
hello, Portofino.
What about people who don't have enough money to continue their life there? Like they took like a little vacation, they saved up some,
I
and like
know.
they're in a
there's
foreign country and they're like stuck. They're like running low on money. You can't afford a hotel every single night.
Yeah, like, who
and
do you talk to
going
that's
out
gonna
to eat?
It's a
understand.
pandemic.
I know. It's like,
pandemics aren't pretty. I know it is so sad.
Crazy.
That's how the Great Depression happened. It's like everybody ended up like losing their house, like they
Right.
couldn't afford shit anymore, and it became like it became scary. Like everybody was losing everything.
That's crazy to think
because
about.
of virus. Yeah,
That was in the 20s too, right?
I think that
it's
was
been
in
100
the
years.
20s. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, eerie.
Imagine just not being able to come back home, or like getting stuck on a cruise ship, like, and with somebody has it on there, and you're just now stuck in the middle of the ocean.
What's just crazy is we don't even know how this is going to go over these next few days.
Yeah.
And for the
We just
people
gotta wait it
listening,
out.
they're going to be like, haha, wow.
Well, what's scaring me is that they're saying like you could have it for 2 weeks, not show any signs, and you are contagious throughout that entire period.
You are the most contagious.
2
when
days
you're not
to
showing
2
signs.
weeks. 2 weeks is the max. It's 2 to 14 days.
Right. But still, like you can be passing it around and you have no idea.
I swear, look,
Ooh.
this isn't guys. Do not watch this. This is an awful movie to watch, especially right now. But it's a really good movie. It's called Contagion with Gwyneth Paltrow,
Kate Winslet.
and
Jude Law.
Jude Law, yeah, great movie. But it's literally that movie. There's so many similarities with where the virus came from, how it started spreading in the beginning, how what area it started. Like all those
People
are
have
similar,
been-
like very similar. Like didn't it come from like a bat?
I think so. That got
virus?
involved with another livestock animal, and that's how it happened. But dude, people have been talking about this for years. Even Bill Gates 4 years ago. Did I say this?
yeah.
Yes, I watched that panel. Yeah.
But obviously Contagion, it's a terrible movie to watch right now, but it's very relevant. But don't let Contagion scare you into thinking that's the reality of what it is now. But it's very on point.
It's scary to think about, but it's obviously it's a movie.
That's
I like
really
really
good.
want to watch it now because you're talking
No,
about
it's
it.
great.
But, like
No,
I'm
you
scared too.
If it's not going to scare
Let's watch
you,
it next year.
No, watch it.
Yeah, let's give it.
if it's not going to scare
us the
you,
time.
I recommend it. If you don't get terrified about shit like that, just watch it.
You guys never see us again. We're just we're hammering the fucking windows around my house. Like
I'm pretty sure you would after you see that movie.
Again, it's so early and anything could happen. But yeah, guys, we can do the most we can do is just wash your hands all the time. Keep them clean. Don't touch. If you could try not to touch other things, just don't.
Yeah,
And if
be
you're
smart.
sick, stay home.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Don't leave. Stay home.
David's not doing any of his college shows, is he? He's got
I
3
think
more.
that I think they may start canceling his.
well, they're canceling college in general.
Yeah, my brother goes to Penn State, and he just got an email today that they can't. It's on lockdown. That's it.
That's insane. And is that like how is this happening? Is this the city going, okay, we need to shut down like
They're being
schools,
cautious,
or
yeah.
is it the schools going, okay, we're gonna shut it down because
It's the
other
city.
people are freaking
The
out?
city has to pass it. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah,
I
this-
hate that I looked to Matt.
Well,
for answers.
usually
right, Heath? Right, Zane?
a lot of the cancellation stuff, they wait for the city because they don't want to look bad to their attendees. Like South by Southwest got canceled, but they waited for the city of Austin to be like, you can't do it. And they're like,
Coachella,
oh, guys,
yeah.
it's not us. It's the city.
Yeah.
Coachella is getting postponed. And but
To
you know what? I have a
October.
feeling
That's
it's
so
not even
interesting.
gonna
It's not
happen.
happening, yes.
It's not going to happen. They're softening the blow.
Yeah.
But granted, guys, that's my theory. Buy your tickets if you want, but
They would never. Why would they have it 6 months apart like that? I feel like that's such a. Like,
And
they
I
want to
think-
be hopeful. But who knows, dude?
Yeah.
A cure could happen in the next few days.
Imagine like that's not like
Imagine.
an answer you can like just find like the cure for something.
Right.
It's not like something that's just somebody has to figure it out.
Yes. So there's like a group of
So
a
it
team
could,
of
it could be
people.
a day or it could be
Imagine
who
I
knows.
know, but like
Imagine
those.
being in that group, like the world is depending
pressure?
on us. Yeah.
That's so scary. At the same time, it must be like really just exciting for them because like they can like change the world. They can like make this.
Yeah, they like
vaccine.
being heroes. Yeah, it's like their thing. But still, that's
but it's like
nerve-wracking.
it's like hurry up, but we appreciate you, but hurry up.
Thank you so much, but let's get this going.
Yeah,
It's weird feeling like all the emotions that I'm kind of going through right now. I don't know if it's the same way with you guys, but like there was a moment today where I was really, really scared, and I'm not instilling fear into anybody else who's listening. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know that you're not alone on how kind of like anxious of a time this is. And there is something so scary when like you look at the charts and you see it growing over the map, and all you immediately do is think about your loved ones and everything. Like, will you see them again? But it's obviously like you're keeping your calm. And I'm not trying to scare you guys. I just think this is therapeutic for us, like to like express it to you. I was so scared today.
Everybody, we're all in this together, and everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, stay positive
and stay soapy.
Yeah, stay hygienic.
Stay clean.
But I am optimistic it will all work out. But it just makes you wake up to how.
One more thing before we move on. What was like the NBA player, the whole situation where he was like touching things? Was that real? Was that just
this NBA player was like
that's the guy that they just stopped the NBA for the rest of the year because of this guy?
Because of him, but that guy did tested positive.
Oh, it was that guy that got tested positive.
He was like trolling, right?
He was trolling them and like touched all the mics at the end and was just saying like screw coronavirus.
But he wasn't tested yet before he did.
No,
He
and
got
then he went and got tested after.
Oh my God. That's awful.
Yeah, I think that just happened today. I'm
So
sure.
where did you get it from though?
You don't know.
Could be, it's airborne.
Imagine you're the reason that the entire NBA is now shut down
And especially because you did something stupid like looking like that.
God.
You know what's annoying? I hate that now they're disinfecting the streets and the subways, and like, why isn't it always cleaned like that?
Like the email that we got, it was like a certain airline that emailed us and was like, "Hey guys, we're putting in the freshest air now. We're cleaning all the seats thoroughly." It's like,
why now?
You should be doing that every single flight.
So now
which they're not doing because every time I go to my seat when I fly on a plane, it's completely dirty. And so I know it's not being clean, but it's like it's things like that. Humans, we are the reason why this shit is just gonna spread.
But there'll be, I bet you, but this is a big wake up call to how clean we do need to be.
Yeah,
and I think there will be a huge change in how we see
It should always be like that.
Yes. But at the same time, it's like you got to get like immune to these things. You got to build your immune system.
So maybe, do you think we're all just gonna be germaphobes after something like this?
I bet we're gonna have a huge generation of germaphobes.
Yeah,
or kids growing up with this. That would create me being a germaphobe
right
for the
now
rest of
we're
my
all
life. If I knew when I was like at that weird age of like 10, realizing how easy things can transmit. I don't know. Moving on from coronavirus.
no more corona.
Did you get a diagnosis recently?
What?
Not that I know of.
Zane has it. This is him coming.
Thank you. I went to the dentist and they did a full examination of my mouth, my teeth, and everything. And I have no cavities.
Hey, what's up?
Surprise!
But I do have TMJ, and
Okay, we'll take it.
It is chronic, and
We
it could get really bad.
Zane, we've been telling you.
I know, but I didn't.
10 years.
I knew I had something too. I just didn't know what it was.
What do you think TMJ stands for?
Too much jaw, baby.
Too much job.
Too much
That
job.
would be temporomandibular joint.
Oh, I love tempura.
So the syndrome is a pain in the jaw joint that can be caused by a variety of medical problems.
Oh, hold on, wait. It doesn't hurt yet, so I feel like it's still TMJ if it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Hear it.
Well, TMJ is the joint.
joint.
You can't have. Yes, you have the joint, but there is.
So you have TMJ too. It just doesn't make noise like mine.
Well, I went to the dentist
You have
recently
something,
for pain, and it was like locking and super painful to where I couldn't open my mouth. And they were just like put a hot compress on it.
You definitely have. That's bad.
They were just like put a hot compress, and I was like,
No.
all right, well,
It doesn't work like that. They're making me a custom mouth guard.
They tried to get me to do that shit too. It was I said no.
1,000. Mine was
said
like $100 with my insurance.
Is it a sleep guard? Like,
It's a sleep guard.
You wear it.
Are you grinding
they
your
tried to
teeth?
That's the
you
same
to-
thing. They said put a hot compress and then buy this sleep card, and it was $1,000. I was like, absolutely not.
Do you have insurance?
No.
You don't have dental insurance?
No.
So if you get a cavity, you pay full price for it?
Baby, if it come, it come. I ain't gonna pay nobody no money up front.
But dude, I obviously need dental insurance because I get cavities, but like when I get a cavity, I pay $30 and it's you gotta pay like $300, $400 for a cavity.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could pay $40 a month and never get one for 20 years.
But you only get one mouth in life.
Baby, rip it out, put in a fake one.
And it comes with cleanings too. Do you get cleanings?
Yes.
How many times do you get cleanings?
I don't know if he does.
has health
because
insurance, all right? He has health insurance.
Health insurance doesn't cover your teeth.
Okay, so I had dental through my mom up until I hit, 26, and then you gotta get your own shit. I just got regular health insurance. I didn't buy dental, so it's my first year without it. Don't judge me. Okay.
Some shit's gonna happen to you, and
okay,
I'm gonna sit back pretty
Mr.
with
8
my
root canal.
Yeah, and I have dental insurance. So guess what? I'm not paying. I'm paying a penny and a dime.
And I
for
clean
all
my teeth.
He's gonna get insurance and he's gonna go in and they're gonna do some scans and they're gonna be like, oh boy.
And if it is, it is.
Oh, and you can't do some shit where you go get insurance after you get these results of having it. It doesn't work like that.
Okay, then I'll pay $300 a tooth. Come at me.
I want to get me veneers, like little. Because my teeth are getting yellow. They're getting yellower.
Baby, you don't need veneers because you have yellow teeth.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do to make your teeth whiter?
Brush them.
No, it doesn't.
Get
You
them
don't. You
white.
can't.
Whiten them.
Get them whitened
Yeah,
professionally. They
professionally
do a really
whitened.
good job.
Yeah, but doesn't it just go? I feel like it's just like a filter for like
No,
a few weeks.
that's like a crust white strip.
Oh.
when you get
Those
it,
work though.
Yeah, they do. But when you get it done by somebody, it's like
How long does it last?
I don't know, but it's a while. It's professionally done. And they do a good job.
But what they do is it's like fucking up the enamel on your teeth, so you want to be careful with it.
Oh, you see, then we get veneers.
That's,
Yeah, but veneers, you're capping on like a porcelain tooth
Yeah.
against a little nub that's your actual tooth.
Yeah,
Like,
they grind your tooth down to a post.
Baby, what do you think all my teeth look like right now? I got root canals, bitch. They all got fake teeth.
he's gonna be like, oh.
Look at these.
Welcome back to Unfiltered, guys.
I just a full tan, gold rings. We all got these these funny DMs from a doctor that does like TMJ Botox.
They do.
TMJ
Oh, wait.
Botox.
No, you're mixing
Baby.
everything together. They do everything. They do filler. They do Botox. They do TMJ. They do nose jobs.
What's TMJ Botox? If I
No,
have
no,
TMJ,
no.
That's it's a jawline filler. So what they do is they basically give you a jawline by pumping Botox into your
To give me a
cheek down here.
jawline?
Yes.
Oh, and it
is that what the Dolan twins have? Did they get the TMJ?
yeah.
Botox?
Think that.
Okay. I'm gonna get. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
get
God.
They do also, baby. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna get my eyes there,
that. Get rid of those bags.
baby. I've had these designer bags since I was 6.
Okay, then
he
why
was
would you?
on their page all this morning looking at all the men that got their bags filled. It looks really good.
To make yourself feel better, you're like, oh, come on. Is there any men with fucking?
I don't know. I think Jeff been doing this shit for a long time and just not saying anything.
I want to get something.
It'll be. I think it'll be fun. Let's take a field trip.
Right? Yeah. Let's do because we need content for the podcast. Let's all do it.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. And I'm gonna get nose surgery for my
for the content, baby. Right?
Yeah.
I don't want to, but we're probably gonna need something to talk about.
I feel like the conversation's just been a little dry.
Mariah's nose next week is gonna be whoop.
It's gonna be snatched.
Are you really considering it?
I won't get a nose job. No.
Oh.
I think
okay.
We'll never say
Mariah-
never because she gonna change her mind.
Mariah, I bet you they get a lot of people once they sit in that chair. They probably get a lot of people.
We get a lot of
You know
people.
what I would
with-
try?
A lot of people would change their nose in here.
They do the temporary where they fill your nose. Like if you have a big, how people have the lump.
It's called
They-
non-surgical rhinoplasty.
Right. They fill it here so that it all connects.
Oh yeah.
But doesn't your whole nose then look big if you just
Well,
fill it
if you
in
like
here?
the size of it, it's just your hump. I don't mind mine, so I don't. There's no point of me doing it. But if they would fill this, if you don't mind the size of your nose, but they
Yeah.
also fill the tip of your nose, so it kind of
pulls
perks
it
it up.
up.
Yeah, it's like an illusion.
Yeah, I was thinking about actually getting Botox in my
your
armpits
For
at one point
sweating?
because I
No,
just
you don't
sweat
need
all
it.
the time. What?
Okay, so I used to have a really bad sweating problem, and I tried every clinical strength deodorant, just the most hardcore ones, and it never helped me. And then, the last year or so, I what?
No,
Yeah, I have sweaty pits.
No,
Matt.
that's always funny. I think it's just about what's to come. And I was like, in my imagination, I'm coming up with all these I'm like, what's the secret ingredient that stopped the sweat?
I think I
egg
know
yolks. It was egg yolks. I crack
It
one
was
every
lemon?
morning. I lather it on. No one knows. But hey, I don't sweat anymore.
Lemon and honey.
He just
what-
wears fucking tape. Just
I put maxi pads under my.
What cured you?
I stopped using the antiperspirant deodorant.
which I've done. You told me to do that. I only wear the Gold Bonds.
No, you need
That's-
Arm & Hammer.
Yeah, Arm & Hammer.
Hold on. Gold Bond. It's a foot. It's a powder, or it's a thing for your foot.
Oh yes. Oh,
Athlete's
yeah.
foot.
Yellow and
Did
red.
I say Bond? My mistake.
Gold Bond.
No,
You
Gold
said
Bond.
Gold Bond, but Arm & Hammer, isn't that a
Baking soda.
No, Arm & Hammer deodorant, Arm & Hammer
Oh.
toothpaste. We use it all.
I
Yeah.
think you got a little, but you've been using Arm & Hammer. You haven't been using Gold
Oh
Bond.
yeah, Arm & Hammer. I use Arm & Hammer.
It changed my life.
It's helped a little bit, but I still sweat profusely if it's not completely cold.
You got the
in it.
just deodorant, not antiperspirant?
Yeah. I got just deodorant. I always make sure. I even tell Matt, like, you make sure. Like whenever we go somewhere, I always have to make sure it's just the deodorant.
Oh,
and he makes sure there's no aluminum in it. But those deodorants with no aluminum in it, they feel funny. They feel like you're not putting anything on your skin.
Really?
I got like the one that Tom's made. Tom's has like a
Yeah.
deodorant, and it's so dry. It doesn't even come off the stick when you put it under your armpit. It just like crackles and just falls off your armpit.
Wait, I like the aluminum-free ones. I think yours dried out, Zane.
The Tom's
He
one.
left the cap off.
Yeah.
No, I
Yes,
used
you
it.
did.
I opened it and I used it, and it didn't work.
That's
What are
not-
you looking
I was
up?
looking up Malin and Goats, which is a brand of deodorant that I've used that is aluminum free and works really well. But Mariah saw me accidentally searching male goats.
It's just pictures of goats.
It's just-
If you teeth whitening hack, baking soda and peroxide.
oh, yeah.
Oh.
There you go, Zane.
Teeth whitening hack.
Just put that on your toothbrush.
Toothbrush and toothpaste when you're born, and just do it all the time. And
brush twice a
when
day.
you eat candy, don't eat it right before you go to sleep.
And if you do brush your teeth after.
Yeah, and do not drink thick condensed milk before you go to sleep.
Wait, is that a thing?
A lot.
Who does that?
Yes, that's when I was a little kid. When I was a little kid, and I lived in Lebanon.
You used to drink condensed
I
milk?
would open the condensed milk, the thick condensed milk that you'd put in like tea. I would take that and I would pour it in my mouth.
Oh.
And obviously it was like just rotting in my mouth. And then, I would drink it. I'd go to sleep and I wouldn't brush my teeth, and it would just
disgusting.
rot my teeth.
So you deserved it.
Yeah, but I was little. I didn't know that going to sleep without brushing my teeth was like that bad. When you're little, you're not told that it's awful to do that.
Condensed milk. And wait, did you go to the doctor in Lebanon? He goes,
Matt,
"Have you
I was
been
like
eating
I was like
condensed-"
7 years old. I was 6 years old.
How'd you
Like,
figure out it was the condensed milk doing it?
later on, when I had like a little bit more of a brain, I realized, oh wow, doing this every night and not brushing my teeth is the reason why my teeth are so bad
I'm
now.
just picturing little Zane being like, oh.
Yeah, I would get on the counter. It'd be on the top shelf because they would hide it from me, and I took it and just. And one day I got caught. Someone in the middle of the night, someone walked in while I was doing it, and I
Oh,
it poured all over me.
God.
It was really funny.
Oh, man.
It was
Bad
really
little baby Zane.
funny. Yeah, in Lebanon, baby, we didn't know what was right and what was wrong. We were just doing our thing.
It's all right.
Isn't it crazy? I lived in Lebanon
must
for
still
a
be in
year.
Lebanon.
I went to school and everything, all Arabic, just no English.
That's
anywhere.
crazy. I
What-
cannot imagine that.
What was life like in Lebanon?
Life was.
How's
It
the
was I was
bologna?
so young, so I wish I could. I only remember certain things, like being out there. I do
He
remember.
only remembers the milk.
Oh, I do remember getting fucking like hit in school. Oh, they would hit the kids in classes.
No,
Oh,
we
they
do
did
not
that?
use corporal punishment here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Verbal abuse?
No, not verbal. It was bad. Like I remember this girl, and I'll never forget this. There was a girl in my class. She sat in front of me. Her name was Sadia, which. In
I
English,
know her. So, yeah.
she was the slowest person in the class. She would never get work done in time. Like she always held the class up. And now thinking about it, it was really fucked up that we like put that on her, because she probably, who knows what the problems that she had. But like she wasn't like mentally handicapped, but she just got shit done really slowly. She held up the class all the time because
This
she
is
just
Zane,
wasn't.
Zane talking about her, but it's really himself.
No.
Yeah, so she was smart. She was fine. She was just a little slower than most.
Zane.
let me get to it. Look. Okay. Her name was Sadia. In English, it means the fastest.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And that was just an ongoing joke
That's
to the
funny.
entire class. And one day she was just so slow during her work where the teacher just hit her, just kept hitting her. And I remember in front of me, I was traumatized.
That's awful.
They would hit it like they would have the long rulers. You'd see it in movies, but it happened in real life. They would hit us with those long rulers.
Oh, that's like what is that?
It
Like
would hit
church
on the back of
schools?
your hands.
That's
yeah,
the
Catholic
Catholic school.
Yeah,
Catholic
I know.
school hits the back of your hand like this.
Yeah, but this was in the Middle East. There wasn't no like. That's just how shit got done.
That's great.
It was.
I wonder if she's listening.
I know. I was just thinking about.
Like, I
that.
wonder if they know that you were in that class. You know,
No.
like if anybody listening was like, sounds familiar.
I mean, if you remember her, they got to remember you, right?
Exactly.
Were you the fastest?
My name means the highest.
Oh,
Guys, look around you. It's a wireless world.
It sure is, baby.
And everyone needs a wireless pair of headphones.
It is true. I feel some type of way when I wear wireless headphones. Sometimes I'll forget them and I'll have to put like my plug-in one, and I'm like, oh, what is this, the 1900s?
Yeah, you just feel expensive when you have one of them.
It makes you feel some type of
I
way.
know. But before you go spend hundreds of dollars on those pairs that we all know what we're
You
talking
know
about.
what we're talking about.
Check out the earbuds that Raycon has for you.
They started about half the price of their other wireless competitors. The new model, the E25, has seamless Bluetooth pairing. It's got the bass boost, and it's got an even more compact fit that gives you that noise isolating, fit that you're looking for.
Exactly. And has 6 hours of playtime, which
On one charge.
that's really good.
And they charge directly in their carry case, and you can get 4 charges out of the carry case, which is absolutely incredible.
These earbuds are so comfortable. They're good for like on the go listening and taking phone calls.
My favorite is traveling with them, like on a plane. They go completely into your ear. There's nothing sticking out, getting in the way, so you can put your head flat on a pillow, lean against something, and you just don't have, just that big bulky thing hanging out, which a lot of wireless competitors feel like, honestly.
Exactly. And they're like that's actually my favorite part of the earbuds is that I can lay down and I can't feel it at all.
And it's the only one that I've had that allows us to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is great.
Also, I learned this from Heath the other day, but Ray J co-founded the company Raycon,
That is right.
obviously.
And Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, they all love them too.
Yeah,
So
they don't own it. They just wear them.
get with the times, people. Everybody's going wireless, seamless. Baby, have fun, run around. And you know what's really weird?
What?
I always thought that Bluetooth ear buds would fall out while working out and be worse than wired.
No.
But it's the complete opposite.
Yeah, especially
They
Raycon
stay
earbuds.
in
yeah.
more.
It's because it's just so packed tight in your ear,
Right.
Where it feels like it's not too far in, but you're like you can work out and do flip. You can do whatever you want, and these things aren't coming.
And
out
they're
of it.
super comfortable. So guys, if you do want to check them out, go to buyraycon.com/Z&H to get 15% off.
Again, that's buyraycon.com/Z&H for
15% off.
15% off. Thank
Guys,
you, Heath.
honestly, they're phenomenal headphones. You guys are going to love them. And they're just overall great. Half the price. Try them out. And
Yeah, and we're 2 happy customers. We both have them,
Right.
and we love them. We use them every
I
day.
actually gave a pair to my mom, and she's been obsessed with them.
Ooh. Your mom. I've never even seen your mom wear headphones like that.
Especially my mom, just knowing how untech savvy she is.
Yeah, because she doesn't like wearing those other
No, she
earbuds.
pops them right in. I'm like, okay, okay, mama, she with the times.
Okay, you gotta respect. Yo, we stand Miss Hussar. We stand her.
And we stand Raycon. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
You guys are gonna love them. How was the tattoo night at Scott's?
Scott had a tattoo artist over. He's really good. I forgot his fucking name.
Daniel Silva.
Daniel Silva. He's incredible artist. So you guys should check him out. He gave everybody tattoos for Scott's video. Everybody got something except for me. I just didn't know what I wanted yet. I know I just want to get my tattoos removed. I want all of my
all
tattoos
mine
just
gone.
completely gone off my body. I hate them. They're just
You don't like your tattoos?
No,
What?
I mean we purposely went to the worst tattoo places to get them done because we thought it was funny back then.
Right.
Yeah, they're
We would-
stupid, but you're gonna
so
look at
you're-
that and laugh.
I've been
and you can't
looking-
see
regret
them.
I know, but they're just ugly.
You
They
can't
don't
see
look-
them.
I've been looking into a lot of tattoo removal spots because I want to do it too, and it takes so many sessions, and a lot of people say it doesn't even work.
Oh.
Like you can get it light enough to where you can cover it with something else, but you cannot make it look like it's just gone.
What I would do is I would try to get it gone, but it's not going to fully go away. But get something on top of it to
Right.
cover it. That's better.
Instant
Do you
regret.
hate his tattoos, Mariah?
No.
You like him?
You like them?
I don't
You
like
think they're good?
I'm not head over heels for them, but I think they're cool. It's funny stories. Like you guys were stupid,
Yeah.
and that was like a part of your life
Yeah.
where like It was your
It's just
peak.
we just don't care.
Start doing it on
Like
your
the Denny
arms.
house,
The
like
thing is,
that would
it's-
have been very meaningful
It's
to all
so
of us.
easy to get a stupid, just random tattoo than to think of something meaningful where it's like, I want this on my body forever.
Yeah.
It's like,
Don't
okay,
get anything.
you get something stupid, you're like, that's funny. It doesn't need to be good. But like, if I wanted to like get something on my arm, I would want it to be like,
Well, you left me in a room full of tattoo artists.
what was I supposed to do?
What was I supposed to do?
That was my favorite.
Did anybody ever see that video? There's a little kid and he has black Sharpie all over his face and his dad's trying to take it off and the kid's freaking out because they're all laughing at him, like his
Yeah.
parents. And he's like, well, you left me in a room full of Sharpies. Like, what was I supposed to do? and then he was like, the entire room collapsed on me and they just...
I got Sharpie all over my face.
Accidentally?
You left me in a room of Sharpie. And then the Sharpie paint fell on my face. And a whole bunch of Sharpie markers went. And it made me
And
dead.
it did a design and everything?
Yeah.
It gave you a mustache and a beard.
Yeah, the whole entire room collapsed on me.
Hey.
just like lie
Hearing
after
kids
lie.
just come up with shit that you're
It
just
was
like,
so funny.
what are you saying?
It was so funny.
The entire room collapsed on me.
So I say that about Heath, like he was pretending that he was gonna like buy a car, and I was like, well, you left me in a dealership full of cars. What was I supposed to do?
The entire dealership collapsed on me.
The entire dealership,
The cars are just like
this.
Kids are getting smarter, huh? They're like what they say. It's not the best, but they're just
Creative.
they're starting to think.
They're very creative.
more. Yeah.
So this kid was probably like 6.
It's just like, do they think they're that slick that
Yeah,
they're
Yeah,
Yes.
no, yeah.
Absolutely.
I remember thinking I was that slick. Yeah,
And they're
totally.
smart enough to take you off. They know what takes you off, so they keep doing it. And they do
Yeah.
it in different ways. They're very smart. They're little
Yeah.
sponges. That's why you just gotta. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
hit, smack them and give them a good.
Give him a little.
Give
Give him
him
a
a
little good
pop.
tat. I'm not supporting that shit, but my dad and my mom did whatever they needed to do to get me in fucking and get in line. And
All I'm
now
saying-
and now look at me. I'm doing great.
All I'm
You're
saying
right.
is, you could take away an Xbox so many times, but you give one. But boy, if you don't, that kid ain't gonna do it no more. Okay, I think what it was my fear of getting the belt.
I was scared of my parents. That was it. I didn't do
Yeah.
anything bad because I was way too scared of them.
Yep.
I was terrified.
Yeah.
Kids these days aren't scared of their parents.
Yeah.
Their parents are cool. They're the
Sorry.
friends,
I
you
keep
know?
bringing up TikTok, but there was a TikTok of this girl. She looked pretty young, like maybe like 15, and it was a video of her showing her mom her fake ID. So her mom was looking at it, and she was like, "What are you?" She was like, "Science project my ass," and then she gave it back to her. I was like, "Oh my god." My mom would have literally crucified me.
Kids are getting away. We would never. And that, like, our fake ID was something we hid forever. I still haven't told my mom that I had
I
a fake
never
ID.
had one because I was
didn't
too
have one
scared.
either.
It was.
My mom
It
knows
was. It's
everything.
such a scary thing to have on you.
I
when
would
you're,
never think to get one.
These days, parents are telling.
I think
hey,
I was
Not
get a,
scared.
I
They're
think
not
I was out to eat with my parents and they ordered drinks and then I busted out my fake ID and then they like looked at me and they were like, "What?"
Excuse me?
But they
You had
kinda-
a fake?
I think it kind of
Matthew.
excited them. They were like, "Let me see it." Like, okay. Because they knew I went out, I had one, so and I wasn't gonna lie to them, but I was just mostly doing it to like be like, haha, look.
I don't want to lie to my parents. What? Every podcast, there's one thing that messes us.
And I guess that's a
So I'll
lie.
lie
funny.
to the security guard at the
Hold
bar.
on. So who you had a fake ID?
I
Who else
never-
had a fake
I
ID?
didn't have
You
one.
didn't. Okay. Did you get yours off some like Chinese site?
No, I always had a real ID that looked just like me.
Oh, you see,
But-
what you have, like what you're doing is like very illegal. That's like it's identity theft at that point.
Oh, but then I'd be like, oh, sorry,
Wrong one.
ID. I was holding this on. I was holding onto this for my friend.
Yeah, but like this was what I was told by like the cop that like took away my fake. So I got two fake IDs from. I remember the website too. I don't know if it works anymore. Please don't do this. I'm encouraging this.
What is it?
It was like fake-id.com. It was
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was some.
They couldn't make it.
It
But
was some weird
sometimes you
site
would
like
buy
that.
on those sites and it would never come.
Yeah.
you would collect money from all your friends. You would send it away, and everyone would be like, "Where are the IDs? I gave you $150."
Me and my buddy, we decided we want our own fake ID because we wanted to go out. So we had on the website it said all these special instructions how to get it. We had to go to like a money order place where you gave cash and they give you a money order, and we
my
said to send it to a
God.
certain address and all the shit. It was so sketchy. I'm surprised we even went through with
Yeah,
this.
how'd you even know what to...
Yeah, so we sent it and we had to like
bad
email
little
this
kid.
guy saying that like here's our address, blah blah blah, and then 2 weeks later, 2 weeks later we get a random package that had like no address, just an address to us, and it was like a thing of spoons. We're like, what is this?
Wait, your parents didn't say why'd you order a thing
It wasn't.
of spoons?
It wasn't to my house. It was to my friend's house, and yeah, my
he
friend
had a cool- he had a
my
cool
friend
mom.
had cool parents. Yeah. So cool parents.
Oh my God.
So we're looking through the spoons like these motherfuckers just sent us spoons and we sent them fucking $120. It was like we were so pissed. And then we look under the thing and had 4 IDs.
Yep.
And it was
yep.
our
right
4
when you said
IDs.
spoons, I go, they're already in the
Yeah,
box.
we had to take the pictures
Look
ourselves. We had to
under.
set up a blue screen and we like posed in front of it and everything.
Oh
We
my
signed
God.
it. It was
My
nuts.
we had to do that for my high school friend. He was like the one who like looked older than us. But he was such an idiot. He took his picture for his fake ID wearing his high school Letterman jacket.
Oh
in
my
it.
God.
Like it was the worst. Like it just like
That's
you're
funny.
in high school. He looked like a high schooler, but it was like his ID. Yeah.
He like
But
has his backpack on.
but my fake ID was actually given to me from like a friend. He was kind of like my
He ain't got a fake ID though.
he was like like big and littles
Yeah.
and stuff and like
Teen drinking is very bad.
yo, I got a fake ID though. I would never encourage this, guys. It's terrible. If
Yeah.
you get in trouble.
We don't encourage the shit like that.
We made mistakes and we're just sharing our mistakes. But my
I am not associated.
you know, like,
Fake-id.com. And that's on hashtag.
I want to
yeah.
order one right now to see like.
Oh, that'd be fun.
We should all get one made.
Yeah, let's do it. That'd be fun. Guys, again, don't do it.
but you're gonna be filming
should
it.
do
You're
it.
committing a crime already on camera.
No,
But
dude.
I'm already of age.
I forgot to finish the story.
Is that
cop-
a crime still?
Fake ID. It's a fake
Guys,
government.
Let me
Oh,
finish,
sorry,
let me
go.
finish the story because it
Document.
literally has to do with it. So the cop said it's not illegal to have these fake IDs because it's a car. It's like not a real ID, so it's not illegal. But the cops will take it away from you, and that's it.
Which cop told you this?
It was some cop in Fort Lauderdale.
Who visited the high school was like, "Hey, I'm Officer Dan."
Yeah,
Let's
they
talk
Drugs
about
are bad.
IDs.
because
Okay.
what do you get charged for having a fake ID? They can't really do anything except take it away. Like what
Okay.
do
That's
they do
true
with
because
you?
it'd be the same like if I drew it on a piece of paper.
Exactly.
And I was like, here's
exactly,
my ID.
and it worked. Like what?
It just looks really close.
Using
to one.
somebody's real ID though is impersonating or like
Yes, using a real ID, it's like
identity.
you're using
Well,
someone's real government ID
this-
to say that you're somebody else. Now it's identity theft at that point.
Okay,
Ooh.
well,
So you're the bad one.
So people say it's smart to use a real ID, but in the end of the day,
Well,
you're getting more in trouble than the other person.
Can I
Was that
share
a
this
bell?
story though? So I was given this ID by one of my friends. He was an upperclassman on the speech team. And but he was actually what?
I'm thinking about somebody
Wait,
on the speech
you know, like
team.
sororities, like big and littles and stuff. You have.
I
like,
just
you
learned
have a
about those
mentor,
this
mentee.
year.
Well, we had those on the speech team, so he was like my big. All right, so he always watched out for me, and so he gave me one of his IDs, so it could be my fake ID, and I was like, awesome. But he was also from Austin, so a lot of people in Austin are also from Austin who work a lot of the bars and stuff. So I went up to one of the bars one night, gave my ID all confidently to the dude, and he goes, Jeremy? And I'm like, yeah? And I go, he was like, dude, I went to high school with Jeremy. I know him.
No way.
Okay, well, dude, okay. He gave me this ID, and he said I could use it or whatever. And he goes, if you get another ID that says Jeremy's name on it, I'll believe you. And sure enough, Jeremy was like a few bars down, and I hit him up, and I was like, hey, do you have another ID on you that has your name or something? And he goes, yeah, I have like my gym membership card. And so I was like, can you bring it out?
Oh, my
so I got it,
That's
and then
funny.
I ran all the way back down to the bar to the guy, and I handed it
In
to him,
your
and I said,
face.
there. And he was like, all right. Like, so he knew it wasn't me, but he
Wow.
appreciated I put in the work because I knew Jeremy and I
Yeah.
could find him, and him were like homies, but he just like
Got the homie discount.
cool.
All right.
yeah.
That's really
So
funny.
That's my like fake ID story.
Wow. Fake IDs.
Can't relate.
Never had one.
Is it still as popular today?
I'm sure it's even more popular.
Yeah, no, it is.
Like you'll be like buying IDs like I did.
There was like a trend going around where people would show how they got their fake ID. So like the spoon thing, like one person got it in like a soda can and they had to cut it open and it was inside the
okay.
soda can. Like everyone's sharing like how they're getting it.
I know that's so interesting to film that and post it for the world, but why are you doing that?
that's
You're
what
just
I
ruining
know.
it for everybody else, showing how you got this fake ID.
You're ruining
Like
for
let it be a
yourself.
secret. Let it be a as we
Yeah.
just talked about the entire.
Yeah.
Did you have a name?
Fuck. That's
What's your
bad.
name?
Yeah, what was your name?
No, my name. It was a fake ID. Zane Hajat. I use all my personal information.
See, my friend got his name and he changed his to William Dunlap.
No, you see, you can't do that because then you're gonna fuck up at some point and not remember.
But it
shit.
really
like as soon
ties
as you
it
like
to
walk
you.
in, they like call you by your fake name if you don't turn around or something. You know what I mean?
That was my first fake ID was the Florida one that I got like made, and then my second one was actually somebody else's ID, and that one was from Pennsylvania.
I have enough
Try
trouble
to
with my
memorize.
real
What is
ID
it?
that people don't think my real ID is real. So
Oh yeah, that's true.
You and Todd both. Todd
what I mean?
gets stopped all the
people
time.
make me show multiple proofs of who I am.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You look completely different. You look like
I do.
well,
like
that's
a
because
cousin of yours.
Florida license don't expire for like 20 years. How is that allowed?
Hold on, isn't every city like the
It's like
same?
3 years for.
Hold on, Florida is like 3-4 years, no?
No.
Mine is still good for another couple more years, and I've had
Really?
That's the picture that I got on like my learner's permit.
Baby, that's why we get away so much shit in Florida.
I have a really funny ID story too. This is one time where I didn't have a fake ID and I just got to college, and this upperclassman, she really wanted me to go get drinks with her friend. She's like, Matt, you're coming. And I was like, I don't have an ID. She goes, hold on, I'm going to get my friend. He's another upperclassman. He's going to give you his ID. And he was like, oh, dude, I need my ID tonight, but I have my military ID. You can use that.
God.
And I was
Oh,
like,
fuck.
oh,
That's bad.
Okay. And it was my first time ever going out to the college bars
Oh
and stuff.
no.
And I go up to the bar and I hand it to him. The guy was like, all right.
You're
And
military
then,
too?
And then goes and then says to Bill, he's like, hey, Bill, military, he'll take care of you. And I was like, oh, shit. Because I was like, this guy's going to start asking me about what troop I'm in, what division or whatever. But he's like, hey, partner, how are you, man?
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
good, dude.
Thank you for your service.
Good.
You're like,
You just shaking my weak little arm like my freshman year. And he was like, I got to drink whatever you want, man. I was like,
Oh, you're going
Shiner
to hell.
Bock.
You are
Oh god,
going
that's
to
what
hell.
that happens when you lie about something.
But hey, a soldier gave me his ID. So
Heath and I went to a Backstreet Boys concert in where was it, in Vegas?
We never
oh,
talked
yeah.
about this?
No,
we
we've
weren't
never
allowed
talked
to.
about this. We not only were we did a whole segment. We showed the video and everything. We had to pull it off the video because they specifically asked us not to share, but we're still gonna do it because it's a very interesting story.
Do you know about this?
We got into a whole fight about it. Remember, Matt? We got into a whole feud about it in
Has
Vegas.
to deal with
I missed it.
This
too.
was my
Backstreet Boys?
this was my birthday, right? My birthday weekend. This might have been a little insensitive, but at the time, Heath and I thought it was really funny and really cute just to do it. I don't know. Because that's what Heath and I are just stupid.
We're weird. We're quirky.
Yeah. So we were able to get like not front of the row, but like really good seats to watch the Backstreet Boys. And I'm not like the hugest fan of Backstreet Boys, but like I thought it'd be fun just to go watch the Backstreet Boys before we went
I mean,
out.
we grew up
for the
listening
night.
to them. It's
Exactly.
It's exciting.
Exactly. So we thought it would be like a very nostalgic moment for all of us. So we go there and then we get invited to go on stage.
Yeah.
And Heath and I decide, oh my God, let's do a fake proposal where you propose to me on stage. And we thought that was the funniest thing. We were drunk. We were like in the moment. We're like, fuck, let's do it.
It is funny.
Apparently,
Well,
it's a thing.
oh, wait.
People propose to their loved ones on stage during
At
the
the
Backstreet
Backstreet.
Boys concert.
Yeah.
It's like a very popular thing that people do.
Okay.
Which we had no idea.
Okay. Yeah.
But we decided just to do it just because we were in the moment. We're like,
Right.
fuck, let's do it. It'd
and
be
they're
really funny.
they're singing this big dramatic song to them.
And then like
They
they're
have
like
roses.
singing
They gave you
directly to
roses,
Zane, give
right?
you a
Yeah.
give you a rose, everything.
I hope we can find a video on this.
I'm sure we
I
could.
Do you
think
think we
do.
can?
I
If
think
we
I do.
can, we'll show you the video. We're going to put it on silent because Backstreet Boys will play.
So-
But we'll play for you right now if we find it.
They're singing this big dramatic song to Zane and Heath. Zane, you get down on one knee.
I proposed.
Or
He proposed.
Heath proposes to Zane, and the crowd goes nuts.
It was
Wild. Like everybody was just on their feet.
For
like, cheering.
for some reason, I thought everybody would know it was a joke, but then at the same time, we're like, it's all adults here. Everybody
Yeah.
that watches it or listens to Backstreet Boys do not know who we are.
Yeah.
So right when you guys started walking through the lobby, all of these people
All-
started coming up.
congratulations.
Well, wait,
Oh,
wait. You're skipping.
I know.
You're skipping.
Sorry,
you're skipping
I
around.
thought you're skipping.
No. We get it done, and they're all so excited. Everybody's so we leave, and we were laughing. I remember we were both backstage. We were drunk at this point, and we were dying laughing. And I remember one of them finds out like 10 seconds after we did it that it was fake.
Oh,
and
no. How'd you find out?
he was
It was
he was
Kevin.
It was
Kevin.
Kevin found out it was fake, and he was so fucking pissed. He was so angry, and we didn't know what the big deal was because it was like, I don't know, because we were friends and we were just like, fuck it,
Yeah.
let's do it. And then right after that, like, what did we know that they were pissed when we left throughout the lobby?
No, we got the call from the person that set like the whole like night up. And they were
Got it. Okay.
No,
we need you to delete the video. We can't have you doing that. And I didn't think about it, but afterwards, hearing what happened, like, it makes sense. It's like, like, you know, gay people fought for years to be able to get married and have this.
Yeah.
And it is very special and important to them. And it kind of looked like a mockery, and we were making fun of it, which we weren't.
Yeah.
Because no one knew.
We
That's
only
just you
did it
guys
because it was me and Heath. It
that's
had
how
nothing to do with
that's
us
how
being
you guys
men.
are,
Yeah.
And then we felt awful. We were like, oh my God, we did not mean for it to come across and be offensive in any way.
Because at first, though, I was like, we were walking through the lobby, and all these people started coming up to you, being like, "Oh my God, guys, congratulations to you too!" Like really believing that you guys had just got engaged, and I was like, "This isn't good."
Yeah,
because
we were starting to get sworn to not by anybody that knew us, but just random people that saw us just get married on stage.
And
so it got really scary. We're like, "Fuck, Heath, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do?" Like, just keep going.
It was so funny when we got back into our hotel room. We're talking to like the girl who was like the connection between Backstreet Boys, and she's like giving us a hard time about it. And we're like, we understand, we messed up. But we couldn't believe that we were like in the middle of a feud with the Backstreet Boys. Like, it pissed them off. It was just this weird childhood.
That's so
like,
funny.
I don't know.
We felt bad at the same time during the moment. We were just like, it was just a joke, but and then we realized the next day we're like, maybe we should have. We could have just not done that and just had fun on stage. But yeah.
Speaking of celebrities, what happened with Drake the other night?
Oh, okay. So we went to we went to a friend's birthday in Venice, and she had
Who the fuck is Venice?
There was a lot of like big name people there. Like we saw Drake there. We saw multiple other people there, and I was like, they were right there. So I was like, oh shit, they're right there. What the fuck? And apparently Susie's the biggest fan of Drake. I had no idea until she started just ranting about it. And we're like, oh fuck, okay, like we gotta do something about this.
Right.
So David decides to stand with this paparazzi and stand there with Susie for like an hour waiting for Drake to come out. And finally Drake comes out and Susie's freaking out. She's like all the paparazzi knows what's going on, so they're just trying to capture this moment with David, which is so funny. And Susie goes up to him and he sticks his hand out to give her a high five, and she backs up and turns around and gets scared and just like doesn't do anything.
That's so
Did she just like freeze and
she froze and he ended up leaving.
Didn't know what to do.
And Dave was like, "What are you doing? Why did you let him walk by you and not give you a hand?" She's like, I got scared. So that was just really bad. I left. I ended up leaving. I was like, "Fine, I'm not gonna sit around and wait for this shit." I was like, I gotta Uber home.
He was like with security, so I think she got nervous because she didn't want them to think that like she was
going up to him. Right.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna show. I have pictures on the internet right now. It's really, really, really funny because you see that like Drake was putting his hand out and security put his hand out in front of Drake because he was like, pretty much like, don't touch Susie, like don't touch like anybody, like just go straight to the car. Basically, it's a bunch of paparazzi pictures of Drake coming out of the door and Susie going up and Drake putting his hand out, and you could clearly see his security guard put his hand in front of Drake, just pretty much saying like, you're not touching anybody, just go straight to the car. But like it's funny, everybody, like the security guards' faces look like just mortified that like somebody was coming up to Drake to give him a handshake.
It's a great shot. Yeah, that's
Why
great.
does Drake look so sad?
The video's so funny. The video literally sounds like Susie's crazy.
Oh my God! Drake, Susie's here! Drake, Susie's here. Go. Drake! Hi! Hi! Can I hug you? Yeah. Oh, he was going for the hug. He wanted a hug. Did he really? Susie, he put his hand up and you like flinched like he was gonna hit you. Wait, no, I got wait. Can we do a redo? Susie, are you fucking serious? I didn't know what happened. Everything happened so quick. I felt like I was in a dream. I was normal this morning and now I met Drake.
Wait, who was saying Drake? Susie's here. Susie's here.
Because
that's funny.
All the paparazzi know who David is,
right?
And David was pretty much just like standing there with them, like we're waiting for this moment. So like I think paparazzi just got excited, wanted to capture the same moment as David is capturing.
That's
so everybody was just there for the same. That's why they were all like Susie, Susie.
I love that.
Damn, I wonder if that's gonna like get back to Drake. Like he's gonna see that it was like part of the vlog that he didn't like get to say hi, and then like David's gonna get him to come hang out, and like now it's gonna be like this big thing, even better than it could have been.
knows?
I don't think it was that. I don't think that whole moment was that big of a deal when it was talked about, like in David's videos. But it could lead to something funny. He just ends up in her room or something. Imagine Drake at the Antonian household.
He puts her on a song.
Good God. Did you say Drake in the Antonian household? God,
That'd be really funny. What else happened?
Heath, I saw on your Instagram story you guys were hitting golf balls out of your hotel room.
It was
That looked cool.
It was actually really fun. Yeah, so it was my brother's bachelor party, and we did it. All he wanted
He's probably
was a
out
golf
cheating.
trip. Right.
What?
No, like
wait,
when you think of like your boyfriend or something being at a bachelor party, and then like worst, you
Like
know.
people always say he's always out cheating, and then there's a video of like him with his boys like doing something boyish.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what it was.
So yeah, he wanted a golf trip, so we just hit a bunch of different courses, and
Y'all hit more than courses. Let me tell you that. They hit shots.
okay, we got a little bit turned
turned.
up. So yeah, we had fun on the golf course. We took it back to the hotel room, and we just so happened to be staying at a hotel on the golf course. So we started putting tees into toilet paper, like tees into it, and then putting the ball on top, and then just slamming balls out of like the window in our hotel room. But
Onto
like
the
if we would have
course.
missed or hit like
I
a
know.
bad,
I was watching. I thought in the end of that video it was going to be a broken window.
it could have gone so wrong.
Woo!
But it didn't. We were good.
That's
and
so fun.
I don't know, we're having a good time doing boy stuff.
That's good.
That's
I'm glad
great.
you guys had fun. Well, congrats to your brother, guys. He's
Yeah.
getting married,
Married.
to a girl.
I don't know. It's making me feel older.
I feel like that's the biggest milestone to happen in your family in a long time.
It's gonna hit you at the wedding. It'll hit you
Yeah.
really hard. Like I'm thinking about my brother's wedding because my brother and his fiance are engaged. I'm seeing myself at the wedding, and I know it's gonna be so weird, just sitting there and making my speech and like having to like just.
So that's
pretty much.
exciting. That's
Yeah.
it's a new thing to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's
It's a
what we're
huge
getting to the
thing in
age
the
where like
family.
our parents just like have to wait for that to happen. They're like,
Yeah.
nothing new's happening. Like we just have to
Have
wait.
you started working on your best man speech?
Well, I have I have some time. I have like a year and a half, but
Okay.
I'm gonna wait till last second to do it.
Oh God, I'm gonna be having to write it probably. For
No,
Dave.
I'm well.
Right.
I'm gonna. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna give Matt my thoughts, and he's gonna make it look nice.
Put it
He's
into
gonna
words.
put me,
Yeah.
like have like one of those like quilled pens or whatever. And he's gonna be pacing the room. He's like, write this down. Your love is like a rose. Yes, rose.
But Matt is writing it in his
Daisy.
words, so when the time comes when Zane reads it, he like can't read.
It's
one
like
of the
bigger
He's
words
like,
than he can pronounce.
Yeah.
It's okay that I read it off paper, correct?
Yes,
Oh
yes.
my God, thank
Yeah.
God. Because
You're
when I
fine.
gotta do
Flashcards.
when I gotta do these ad reads, Heath makes me try to memorize that, and I can't memorize that shit. It's too hard.
He's got a teleprompter in the back, and he's just reading
No,
off of
he
it.
just makes a vlog so he can edit it perfectly.
He plays it up
He
on
just
the.
plays it.
Heath is on the other side with a mic, finishing my lines because I can't remember it.
I'm nervous though because that's like a huge thing.
Yeah, it is. It's scary.
It's a celebration.
Yeah, you'll have fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be exciting.
And they have open bars.
Weddings are so fun.
I love a good
The
wedding.
last time I was at a wedding was my stepsister's, which was like 10 years ago, 12
Oh,
years ago.
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
a long time ago.
So you didn't even get to get drunk at it.
He goes,
I said, actually, yeah, he probably
well,
did.
Well,
No, it's crazy. The way their wedding was set up was it was a room. It was split into two. It was in a banquet hall, and one room was full of men, and one room was full of women. Like they couldn't cross paths because in their culture they're covered, so they wanted all the women to feel comfortable and not have their hair covered. With the men. So they
interesting.
split up everybody and. So what you know how like a lot of people get excited for weddings because they get to meet new people.
Yeah.
Oh, I can meet the love of my life at the wedding. At this one, you do not meet anybody.
guys being dudes.
They're like trying to peek into like the.
They're trying to smell like the
Or no,
chair.
they're peeking in and they're telling their parents because they got to arrange the wedding for them. They're like, I want that one. And then they got to arrange it.
That's really.
That's how Hidaya's going to get married, my little sister. Poor thing.
Oh.
Baby, we're all praying for you, Hidayah. I know you're listening, baby. We're all praying. But hey, the guy has to be right, though. You know, make sure the guy's perfect. If he's perfect, then we'll arrange it. If he's not, don't let Mama and Bubba let you marry some guy you don't want to marry. Come on.
Come on now.
Come on now.
He's got to be a lawyer or surgeon or doctor, because
Or an influencer.
Oh my.
we're gonna find you a nice TikToker. It got real quiet.
I mean, I
it's
just
funny.
can't. I can't
I've
speak
always
on
been-
that because if I make a joke, it's going to be insensitive.
No. I mean,
No.
I think it depends on who you're with. Like, I don't know. I love people making fun of my culture.
No.
because
You can
it's-
make fun of it and be like, "You're not. We're going to get you an arranged marriage, but and it better be the right like." But if I was like, "Yeah, you're not getting an arranged marriage," then it's like Heath doesn't support the culture of the.
No. You got to do it in a tasteful way. You can't just like be a dick about it. Just
No,
make it tasteful.
but like if I said the same thing you did, it would be insensitive.
Yeah. I mean, the way I said it was very
But that's why
blunt.
I don't feel like I wouldn't chime in.
Yeah,
No.
I get it.
It's also easier because like Hidayah has
Yeah.
such a good sense of humor. She loves like joking
Yeah.
about it too. So it's like it
Yeah.
depends on the person.
All-
It's
all
like
me
we're
and
not
Hidayah-
being offensive. It's just we're having fun. Just have fun.
This is how we all just used to be like that. Like Hidayah and I, we love making fun of ourselves and our culture. That's all we do.
Yeah.
We don't talk about anybody else but our own culture. Like if you heard our dinner conversations and just all we talk about, all we do is make fun of the shit that we're all going through.
Mm-hmm.
It's you just gotta make it. You gotta make a light out of things and just like, you know.
Yeah.
I miss Hidayah. I want her to come. She should come visit out here.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Get on the podcast.
I've been in a weird just dip the entire podcast just because of just how shook up I am. And you know what? I'm going to be honest about my emotions. I'm always going to give 100% to the best I can. It's just been a very weird day. And I think we should be honest and vulnerable.
Of course,
if whenever we are feeling things. You guys are my backbone. But like, it's just like, I mean, like I've wanted to be so on today, but I've just had this weird just.
Well, it's like you could be focused in like a conversation, but in the back of your head, you still are thinking about what is currently going on.
Yep.
So it's like
because
you'll be
taking
present, but-
glances. I'm just taking glances.
Yeah,
if
and
something
I get
actually
like that a
happens,
lot.
and-
I feel like our first few podcasts we had, I always had shit in the back of my head, and I didn't learn to like cover it. I'd always be in like, remember we'd have to redo podcasts because I was just in this weird mood.
Oh, we haven't had a redo in a long time.
Guys, we used to redo.
You've been
our,
doing good. Give
we
me
used to-
some.
Wait, we're doing really
I'm
well.
so proud of you guys. I am
Thank you,
so
Matt.
proud of you.
Since
Guys,
when
it's-
does your cup holder light up?
Oh
Always lit up.
no,
His
they
is LED and Heath's isn't.
There's
bitch.
a button somewhere.
Oh
Well,
my
then again, we
God.
bought
That
the
shit
store.
light
These bitches.
Oh, Zane, check your side buttons because you played around with that last time. Maybe it's one of those. Like where you recline.
Oh, got
Oh, cool.
it. Little disco party
For
up
the
in
folks
here.
listening,
This
the
little
cup
cheesy
holders
couch, their
are
cup
nice.
holders
They're lit
are
up.
LED lit.
But yeah, no, we haven't.
I'm tired.
We're doing really good, and like we've never had to redo ever with anything we're
Yeah.
talking about.
We come a long way.
Oh,
proud
and it
of
just
us.
shut off.
Guys,
Well,
stay safe out there.
we're gonna end this on a good note. Just guys, stay safe, stay clean.
Stay positive.
Let's try a good note. Let's harmonize.
All right, you start it, Matt, Zane, and then me.
All right. Guys, the podcast where we bring the juice and the funny every single week.
vocals,
And the
baby.
vocals.
Thank you guys as always, and we love y'all.
Mwah.
Guys, we post this podcast, the audio version, every Monday on Spotify. No other platform but Spotify. Just kidding. We post on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all those other podcast apps, and we post a video form every Tuesday.
We love y'all.
Guys, peace and blessings, and
We will see you next week.
we love you, guys.
Peace.
Matt, Mariah, say bye.
Bye.
Bye.